Religion and spiritual awakening, though they have a common subject matter, have very different approaches. Around the world there are several different religions, many with their own profound spiritual texts, rituals, and beliefs. Both religion and spirituality agree that there is more to our life than the physical body and the external universe. Religion in general unites a group of people under the same values and principles and facilitates their collective and individual communication with a higher power. In essence, religion was meant to enhance spirituality. That being said, it is entirely possible for one to be very religious and yet to be totally out of touch with spirituality. The reason being, it is possible for one to get caught up in religion just by following a set of beliefs, dogmas, and tradition, and have no understanding of the fabric of life. Spiritual awakening, on the other hand, is a paradigm shift that reconfigures the way you experience life in general. There are also different versions, or some would say, different stages in the awakening process. At the core of it all, awakening gradually undoes the socially constructed self. It's a process of waking up from a dream in which you thought the contents of thought had anything to do with who or what you fundamentally are. Awakening also sheds the belief that we are separate from one another and also from God or the Source. You awaken to the truth of seamless unity with all that is. Though spiritual awakening is often mystified, in actuality it's just seeing clearly without the filter of the conditioned mind. During the awakening process, it is possible for one to flip back and forth between the new mode of perception and the old one. There's no way to know what spiritual awakeness is until you've experienced it for yourself. Great spiritual teachers such as Jesus and Buddha had a group of disciples who were also moved by a spiritual search. But as centuries pass, as the groups start increasing and social acceptance grows, people who are not really burning with that spiritual drive start joining in and redefining the movement. The spiritual element of each religious movement gets watered down or distorted, and often what is left is a social institution. Spiritual awakening is a very personal and individual journey into the inner terrain of one's own soul or spirit. The person on the spiritual journey of awakening may use all manner of external tools to facilitate that journey, including attendance to a church, temple, or mosque, or reading of certain sacred texts, or joining and engaging with others in various spiritual practices without being caught up in the superficial elements of a religion. Both religion and spiritual awakening have their function in the world, but they are usually different things for different people. Understanding their differences helps to define what you are practicing and if it is serving you well on your journey.